Okay, so we are here visiting a pyramid where John Parker Whitney is buried. And he has ties to the family I married into, my husband up there. So it's this giant pyramid which we are walking up to. Let's take a peek. One of our many adventures. Very cool. So, I know some of the Whitney family is buried in here, and my husband can give you a little bit of the backstory.
Well, I'm not sure about the whole backstory. I can tell you that there's a really good book written by Richard A. Miller called Fortune Built by Gun, and it explains the two stages of the Joel Parker Whitney family. So there was an elder and a younger, and I believe the family is the younger here, and that the elder's grave is somewhere else. But basically, you're on the Spring Valley Ranch property, and this pyramid and many miles of the rock walls that were built in Lincoln, California and Rockin, California were all built by Chinese laborers that came off the railroad and settled in this area. And in fact, even though they're not mentioned, there are several buried underneath this ring of rocks to the outside that, for various reasons, you pass away, and so this is where they ended up. But this was all built by Chinese laborers for the family. Whitney took care of them. They weren't slaves. They weren't downtrodden. Their lives were actually pretty good, but it was hard work. I can tell you that much. My mom grew up on the ranch. There's another fun fact for you aficionados from World War II. The United States Army tested Willys Jeeps out here in different configurations from 1938 to 1940. And in 1940, my mother actually got to drive in the final version that was chosen to be used, that would eventually be well known as the Willys Jeep in the European theater and in the Pacific during World War II. So, kind of fun fact.
Cool.
There you go.
All right. Let's take a quick tour around, and we're revisiting some of our family history. Well, not really my family history, but Bob's family history. Could explain your obsession with pyramids.
It could. I think the first time I was out here, like I said, I was probably 4 or 5. Maybe 6 years old. And it wasn't no 15-minute drive to get here. There were no roads.
Oh, so you had to ride by horseback?
No, we came out in what you would call a field truck. Like a 4-door truck with a big old bed on it, and everybody's sitting on hay bales and stuff like that.
Cool.
My mom would ride out here before the road was here.
It's very well built.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Do you know how many people are buried in here?
I think this family is the deal. I think it's J.P. Whitney III and his wife and kid, or wife and two. Kind of weird. I wouldn't have noticed the kid, but now it's rock formation here. This wasn't moved by the Chinese. Probably neither was that. The rock walls were added, but this is original.
Yeah.
There was no way they were going to move it. There was no reason why. So that's
Well, the holes I saw on a YouTube that they were
drill pit.
They were from Indians, Native Americans.
Yeah.
So
That would explain why he chose this site.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have noticed them as a kid, but yeah, kind of an interesting little grinding rock setup here. So that makes sense because they're not deep enough to be drill bits.
Right.
But for crushing acorns and stuff like that around here, that would have been an easy deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we're on Miwok land.
Not United.
Jackson.
What? The Auburn. The Auburn Indian.
Yeah, this is Miwok.
Oh, they're the Miwok. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is cool.
Yeah, this is trespassing.
It's trespassing, but we're sort of family, so it's okay, right?
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
It's a really pretty sight.
Yeah, it is. It's a heck of a lot prettier where all the houses were out here.
Urban sprawl, suburban sprawl. All right. Well, that is today's adventure. Hope you enjoyed sharing our trip with us.